Okay, welcome to January in central Illinois, and today we're going to take Bandit out for a ride because it's supposed to be a high of 60. Been keeping it on the battery tender, and so she fired right up this morning, or he, I guess, as it were. Alright, I don't know if you can see that, but I got 11,326 miles on Bandit. And we're going to put a few more on today. I don't know where I'm going to go, but I decided that I wanted to get out. And rather than take my exciting 500, I wanted to get Bandit out. Take him for a little spin. I got about an hour here, so maybe I'll just run out around the two lakes that are around by my house, and we'll go from there. I'll check back in a minute. So the lake loops around, the lake road loops around, and you can either go left or right and come back to the same area. So I don't know, I go right most of the time, I think. I don't know if that's because I race NASCAR and I like to go counterclockwise when I'm racing my NASCAR video games, but at any rate, a lot of people out today. Spent a little bit of time outside. A lot of people are getting out and doing a little bit of jogging. So you get a day in January in Illinois where it gets up to 60 degrees. People come out of hibernation and get out and enjoy some of nature, which is what I'm doing today. One of the things I wanted to talk about while we're on this little trip is my scooter really wasn't in storage, but it watch these wet roads. You know, when you bring it out, these wet roads could be a little slick, especially if you haven't ridden for a while. If you've had your scooter put away and you kind of get out of the habit of your balance and things like that, so you got to be careful when you get your scooter out when you haven't had it out for a while, just to make sure you're being safe. Lake's still got a little bit of ice on it. There's another motorcyclist here. Looking nice. The neighbor's got a boat. So this summer I imagine I'll be spending some time out on the lake. We invited us out a couple times last summer and it was absolutely fabulous. But at any rate, check back in a little bit. Road kind of takes us away from the lake here out and around and then comes back. So we'll check back in when we get closer. Used to camp back in there with the Boy Scouts when my son was younger. They got camps that run out here all summer long that help disabled kids and handicapped kids. I'll be out here at least one night this summer. The Lions Club does a camp out here for visually impaired kids, and our local Lions Club, which I'm a part of, comes out and serves dessert one night during their week-long stay. And we usually do root beer floats, and the kids love that, so we'll be doing that again this summer. One of the other things I want to talk about was when you get a January thaw like this, or when you've been in the middle of winter, or you bring your bike out for spring and you get that first ride, make sure to give it a good once over, especially the tires. I fired my exciting up the other day and didn't think about the tires being low in air, and got it out, and it was really wishy-washy. Tires were really flexing pretty good, so made sure to get my tires all pumped up today, and make sure everything was in good working order before I took off. There's a campground. So what do you do during your winter break? When you got your scooter put away? I had decided that I wanted to do some projects, but here it is, 2/3 of the way through January, and I haven't even attempted them yet. So look forward to some videos. I did get a heater for my garage. Hooks up to your 20-pound propane tank, and just generates a little bit of heat, so maybe I can work in the garage this winter and try to get some of those winter projects done on the scooter that when the weather seems to be nice, you never have time for, because you always want to be out riding. There's the city's water processing plant. It's a little bit windy today. I first took off and I didn't think it was going to be windy at all, but that was because the wind was at my back. Got the spillway here. It's running pretty good. We had a lot of rain. We'll pull in there and take a peek at it. Had a lot of rain the other day. And I'm glad it was warm out, because if it was snow, it would have been vicious. Got some people out fishing. A little spring fishing before they have to renew their license this spring. Oh yeah, she's really flowing good. Runs down into a creek back that way. This lake is a really nice amenity to have. Place to go and enjoy the outdoors. And the really nice thing about it is, about 5 miles away, we've got a county park and a county lake. And we're going there next. A little bumpy through the grass here. Ooh, a little slippery too. Alright, we'll check back in. Look at that. Beautiful, eh? So we got a short 5.5 mile jaunt. And we're at our county lake and park. And I've showed you this before. Wind's really picking up. Of course, I'm going against the wind now, so that doesn't help matters any. I'm still planning on taking my Mississippi River Road trip that runs the length of the state of Illinois this summer. We were going to do it last fall, and it got delayed through a family emergency that my buddy had. So hopefully I'll be contacting him in the next couple of weeks and getting figured out what weekends we have open so we can do that. Sun's out today. We haven't seen the sun in quite some time, probably about 3 weeks. Cars are parked here. We got trails off of either side of the road, so people are out walking the trails today, getting their exercise. Well, I appreciate you watching today, especially if you made it all the way to the end. Sometimes these things can be a little bit long. Oh, that guy's got a nice dog. Gal. Especially if you made it all the way to the end. If you got any suggestions for videos or any topics you want me to talk about, please feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and be safe out there. So long.